Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is John Ciet. So, in my youth, in my late teens, 20s, and even 30s, I have to tell you, I really did not understand the primary component of success. And it really wasn't until my late 30s and 40s that I discovered that the key to success, really the linchpin, the core of it, the heart of it, is energy. It's as simple as that, energy. There are so many things that we could talk about, make successful people successful, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is going to be the level of energy that we bring to the day. Every single day, the level of energy that we exhibit, that we put forth to the things that we have to do to live the life that we say that we want. The real question isn't what is energy, because we all understand what that is. It's working hard. It's working to a level that most people aren't willing to, mentally, physically, emotionally, doing what it takes. The real question is, how do you elevate your energy? What can you do? What do the best do? I think there are four components that are important that really become the foundational components of energy and what we can do to increase our energy. Number one, it's to experience what we want. Look, the number one thing that we can do to pay a higher price on a daily basis, to do the mundane things, to do the tedious, monotonous things that people are not going to stand in line and congratulate you when you do them, or to watch you and applaud when you finish it, because nobody does that. That's not what's going to happen. But to do those tedious and mundane things every day, we've got to experience what it is that we want. We've got to know what it is that we're fighting for, why we're willing to pay that price every single day. And it's tough to do that if we haven't experienced the things that we say that we want. So look, if you want to go on some great vacation, or you want to own some particular car, or you want to live in some neighborhood, why don't you do some things to experience that? Now look, that doesn't mean go on the vacation. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But how about doing the research? How about getting online and researching what it would be like, what the things are to do, and how much it would cost to get there, and really putting together a plan? In other words, experience it mentally and emotionally. Because short of doing it physically, the most important thing that we can do is experience it emotionally. In fact, I would argue that more important than the physical experience is the mental and emotional. Because nothing of significance will ever be accomplished without us first buying into it mentally and emotionally. So whatever it is that you say that you want, really get into it and discover it and research it and get into the ins and outs of it so that you know when you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, what challenges are going to get into the way, and what the solutions are to that. Really begin to experience what it is that you want, because it's in doing that that will be the crucial step to actually making it happen. The second thing is this: attend events. You want to increase your level of energy, you've got to attend events that are going to allow you to do that. Two of my favorite examples are Tony Robbins and Warren Buffett. They were both asked, what are some of the most important things that they've done that they attribute their success to? Both of the men said basically the same thing. Tony Robbins said, it was attending a Jim Rohn event when I was 20 years old. He said that was the single most important thing that I have ever done that got me off on the track that I needed to do the things that I have done to this day. See, he was inspired and motivated. His energy was increased because of that situation, because of that seminar that he attended of Jim Rohn's. And what is interesting is that Warren Buffett was asked basically the same question. What's been one of the most important things that you've done that has led to your success? And his answer said it was to attend a Dale Carnegie speaking course. Look, the things that we do on a daily basis, the events that we attend, have a very direct impact on the level of energy that we will possess. Look, when Tony Robbins attended the Jim Rohn event, when Warren Buffett attended the Dale Carnegie event, I guarantee you their level of confidence increased. Their vision of what was possible increased. Their skill level increased. And because of those things, their energy level increased. And they started to behave in ways that they hadn't behaved before. And as a result, they started to experience things that they hadn't before. They started to get results that they hadn't before. And that led to basically it building on itself. They used that as a springboard, and they built momentum, and it just kept building and snowballing until here we are. We've got two men who are extremely influential, one who's close to the wealthiest man in the world, and another one who's one of the most influential, leading literally millions of people in his message and his leadership. It's crazy. The third thing is this: spend time with the right people. Look, one of the mistakes that the average person makes is spending time with people who are just like them, who are as successful or less successful than them. See, it's human nature to want to be with people that we are just like or that we are better than, because it makes us feel good. It's the successful person who is of high energy who spends time with people who are better than they are in all arenas. Spend time with people who have mastered the art of relationships more than you have. Spend time with people who have mastered the skill of great health, physical, mental, emotional. Spend time with people who have mastered the skill of becoming financially independent better than you have. See, spend time with people like that, because that is inspiring. When we see people like that, we recognize that it's possible. Because look, so many people buy off on this idea that, well, I could never do what they've done. But see, if you get to know people, most people who are successful, they were not born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They were born in very difficult, challenging circumstances, and they rose above it. They fought, they scraped, they scratched, and they became successful. And when we see people do this, it's inspiring. Be inspired by spending time with people who are not like you. Spend time with the right people. And the last thing is this: discover your passion. I believe that successful people, the extraordinary people on this planet, from the beginning of time until we no longer exist on this planet, those people are characterized by their level of passion. People of passion will always do the extraordinary. People who lack passion lack energy. And when you lack energy, you'll never take the steps necessary to pay the price that high goals will require. You want to live a life like no other? You want to live financial freedom? You want to have the best relationship you could possibly have? You want to have the best health you could possibly have, mentally, physically, and emotionally? You're going to have to discover your passions. You're going to have to act to a higher level of commitment. Look, ladies and gentlemen, experiencing what you want, attending events, spending time with the right people, and discovering your passions, those are the keys to increased energy. And increased energy is the linchpin to success. Give these things some thought, and as usual, I'll see you at the top.